Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
And thank you for joining us. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter and Instagram and Threads. Pretty much everywhere. Wow. Hurricane Idalia is now an extremely dangerous Category 4 storm. And
that happened fast.
Low end Cat 4.
It's 130 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's just the beginning of a Cat 4, barely.
It's bad. And the storm surge is already a problem in certain areas. They've been showing, of course, on TV. Anywhere there's flooding, of course, the reporters got to go stand in it.
Of course. That's what they do.
They're doing that now. So it makes landfall any moment now, apparently. Yeah. Sometime within the next half hour to hour.
In the Big Bend area of Florida, up above, north of Cedar Key, south of Tallahassee there. Mm-hmm. It's still doing some damage. They're talking about, you talked about storm surge, they're talking about anywhere from 12 to 18 feet of storm surge.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah.
Very dangerous. And, for the most part, I saw where they had reporters up along the West Coast because that's, that's where they're hoping that it hit, Tampa Bay, but all along the coast there because we're here. We want it to hit here, but no. It bypassed that area. But it does bring up my favorite Weather Channel report about how deadly storm surge is and what it can do to you when you have the storm surge.
Okay. And it goes a little something
like this.
So we do have the storm surge footage.
I was told that it was ready to go.
I mean, I see the theme playing.
Rapidly, we anticipate will be the end result by the time it makes landfall tomorrow morning in the northeast Gulf of Mexico.
That's not it?
That's not the storm surge?
No.
Okay.
I mean, that's Idalia. Right there. That was, a number of hours ago. No,
we'll try to find it.
That's not the Weather Channel storm surge video.
Okay. Yeah, because that's high-tech stuff, right? They actually show the depth and what it looks like.
Yeah. Very memorable when you see
it's
it.
really something.
I know, that's awesome.
Really something. So it's going to hit in a less populated area?
Yeah,
right?
that Big Bend area is, is
not as populated as Tampa.
Down south, along Fort Myers and where the last hurricane that hit Florida hit, which was, is really populated. The Big Bend area is, less populated. It isn't quite the tourist attraction and the condos along the coast.
Sounds like you've got some kind of crud going on.
My voice.
Are you the uptick? Mm-hmm. You're the uptick of COVID.
You have COVID? Is that what it is?
Oh, my gosh.
Of course, I'm sure you haven't been tested.
Well, first of all, correct.
That's the only thing he hasn't been tested.
No.
Okay.
And even if I had been, I would say no.
Okay. All right.
But I don't. And it's just some kind of mung. And some kind of mung.
Mung.
Well, thanks for bringing it in.
Some kind of mung.
I've had it for several days. It's long gone. Don't worry about it.
Are you on an antibiotic?
No. Why would you see a doctor?
Right. Got that natural immunity to pretty much everything at this point.
Over-the-counter meds. And
Okay.
Fine.
All right.
I feel fine.
You don't sound fine.
I feel fine.
Okay.
And unrelated
But it's just this
news.
mung from here to here.
Yeah.
And it's
okay.
It's mung.
Pat Gray out on Thursday. On completely unrelated news.
I
hope not. Don't you dare spread it over here. You keep it over on your side.
I thought it was going to stick on Saturday night or something like that, so it's fine. Shut up.
I'm good.
Okay. All right.
It's just that my voice comes and goes.
Yeah. All right. So that's going to be good for your show.
Sure is.
Yeah, that's got to be good.
Sure is.
Yeah. I hate when that happens because
sure is.
What can you do? There's nothing you can do. All right. Yeah, they got a guy standing in like knee-deep water already right now as we speak. And, of course, he's bracing himself against the wind because the wind can blow him away at any moment.
Any moment.
They've got to dramatize it. But, this is going to be bad enough. You don't have to dramatize it.
No kidding.
Ron DeSantis was on talking about how, this is something to really take seriously. Please don't be out wandering around, looking at it, taking pictures of it.
Which is going to happen.
It is going to happen. Yeah, that's how people die.
Yeah, right. And people end up having, hurricane parties and, they just, of course, that's not going to happen anymore because you can only have 2 beers a week.
Oh, right.
So you're not going to have a hurricane party.
Right. Unless you use up your entire allotment for the party. Maybe you just drink the 2 beers and you're done for the week. Who knows?
Okay.
That's the new recommendation if you're not. Well, it might be the new recommendation.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Following Canada's lead.
All right. Yesterday, Joe Biden was out again touting his economic plan, which is so good. And I think we all realize how good it is and how good we have it. It's unprecedented how good the economy is. It's unprecedented.
It is.
It's never happened to be this good for this long.
Okay, but is the economy the best part of this clip, or the way he delivers it?
Oh,
because
you be the judge.
The Financial Times and the Wall Street Journal, I don't think they meant it as a compliment originally, started referring to my economic policy as Bidenomics. Well, guess what? It's working.
Oh, for gosh sakes.
My gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
what a creep.
I can't stand it.
He's the creepiest human being alive.
Which is worse, the whisper or don't jump?
I don't know. That whisper's pretty bad.
It's very bad.
Yeah, the don't jump's annoying. The whisper is
enraging.
Creepy. Yeah.
Creepy and enraging. And he lies about every time he whispers, he's lying.
Right.
Yeah.
And guess what? It works. It's working. No, it's not. Thank you for continually trying to tell us that we're doing so well, though. Appreciate that.
Okay, well, I mean, you just said that he doesn't tell the truth. He accidentally told the truth in this next clip.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, we celebrated the first anniversary of the Inflation Reduction Act, which in a sense is misnamed. We did lower inflation, but there are many other things in that legislation.
Yeah, you're damn right it's misnamed.
Well, yeah, he said that before.
It's the Green New Deal policy, Trojan horse, which, by the way, did you notice he started to cough? He's like, yep, am I going to cough here? Mm-hmm. Joe Biden gave you that, didn't he? That sickness.
You've been making out with Joe?
I've been hanging out with Joe,
Yeah.
No, he didn't say hanging out.
He said making out.
Yeah, you need to... Oh, one of the symptoms is clogged ears, huh?
No,
Don't jump!
It's between here and here.
Okay.
Play that again because, again, to yet another lie, but he keeps repeating it.
2 weeks ago, we celebrated the first anniversary of the Inflation Reduction Act, which in a sense is misnamed. We did lower inflation, but there are many other things in that legislation.
You didn't. No. You raised inflation. You raised it to 9%. It's still higher, much higher, 3 times higher than under Donald Trump. So you haven't lowered inflation. The standard is not your 9% that you achieved. The standard should be about 1.5%, where Trump left it. Man, so frustrating.
It is. Yeah, here it is. Here we go. Tim Young posted this meme. Increase prices by 200%, drop them by 30%, take credit. Yeah. Sure.
That's exactly what he's done.
Bro.
That is exactly what he's done. He also tried to talk about drug prices.
A drug company that makes a drug here in America, if it's sold in Chicago, you can buy the same drug in Toronto or Paris cheaper than you can buy it in Toronto.
Wait, what?
In Chicago.
That's a clear illustration.
Even get it right.
Of he has no idea what he's saying.
He doesn't
He's
know.
just reading the words, and then he screws
and he
that
can't
up.
even read the words. It's a clear indication if a drug is made in Chicago and then they have it in Toronto and Paris, it's going to be more expensive in Paris than Toronto, but less expensive in Toronto than Chicago. No. Wait. If a train leaves Chicago at 4 a.m.
A drug company that makes a drug here in America, if it's sold in Chicago, you can buy the same drug in Toronto or Paris cheaper than you can buy it in Toronto. Excuse me. Chicago.
Excuse me. I've said too much. Let me go back to whispering.
That's a whole bunch of suck.
It's working.
It's a whole bunch of suck.
It's working.
Man, oh man. Ooh-wee, and every day.
Makes you proud.
Does
it? Makes you proud.
Sure does. It sure does.
Makes you proud.
Then we've got some of the a sample of one of the more than 5,000 emails. I think it's 5,100 some emails. We got an email featuring one of his pseudonyms. This is from Robert L. Peters.
Yeah, it's from some guy named John Flynn to Robert L. Peters, which is Joe Biden, and copied on this email is Hunter Biden.
Okay.
Look at that.
All right.
And look at what this is about. It's
boss. 8:45 a.m. prep for 9 a.m. phone call with President Poroshenko.
Oh.
Then we're off to Rhode Island for infrastructure event, and then Wilmington for UDEL commencement. Nate will have your draft remarks delivered later tonight or with your press clips in the morning. Respectfully, John.
I mean, it's verifiable that you can look and see where in 2016 on May 26th, the vice president was at this event. So obviously he's Robert L. Peters. And by the way, I see that weird.gov thing at the end of his email address, Robert L. Peters at pci.gov. I was like, PCI.gov. I went there. Here's what it looks like when you go to PCI.gov.
Can't be reached.
It's not a thing. It's not a thing. So complete fabrication here. How has this guy not been impeached yet?
It's a good question because we've got.
Well, they're working on it.
Weak-ass Republicans.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're working on it. Don't worry.
Yeah, well, when they come back from vacation, they're going to look at it. They're going to look at it.
What does that mean? They're going to look at it.
They're going to look at it.
They're going to reconvene.
Yeah, they'll reconvene, and then they'll get down to work and brass tacks. And
see if they have enough. See if they've got enough.
Yeah, we'll look at it. We'll look at it, and we'll see. But that's when we get back. I mean, we worked so hard.
I'm not hopeful
this summer that we got to take some time.
I mean, they've already leaked it when they just after they broke for vacation. They said, "Look, when we come back, we're going to be on it."
Yeah, they're going to look at it. They're going to look at it.
So, what are you talking about, Keith?
Yeah, Keith, what are you talking about? This is unprecedented. What they're doing here is unprecedented. Well, except it happened twice to Donald Trump. But other than that, don't let that get in the way of hyping this thing. Okay, it's unprecedented.
So they're on it.
Yeah, they're on it.
Well,
like Blue Bonnet.
Then I stand corrected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Yeah. Also, it's been just over 2 years since the terrorist attack on U.S. Marines and soldiers at Abbey Gate at the Bagram Airport in Kabul. During, of course, Joe Biden's botched Afghanistan withdrawal that really was unprecedented. I mean, hasn't been anything that bad, I don't think, by the U.S. military, maybe ever. Yesterday, Gold Star parents were in Washington with a chance to speak out. This is Mark Schmitz, the Gold Star dad of fallen Marine Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz.
Not a single person has been held accountable. Our so-called leader can't seem to even utter their names in public, not even once. Mr. Biden has run his entire political campaign for 50 years as the family man. Mm-hmm. Well, I've got news for you, sir. The curtain has been lifting, and that campaign slogan will never work again. We have seen what's going on in your family, and even worse, we've seen how you've been treating us as Gold Star families. And there couldn't be anything more disgusting and cowardly than the way you have treated us. You are a disgrace to this nation. You have no business having ultimate command over our military, and I regret not saying that to your face when I had the opportunity in Dover. I felt it more important to bite my tongue, but I also had more important things on my mind at that time, like receiving my son's lifeless body stateside. While I stood there on the tarmac, watching you check your watch over and over again, all I wanted to do was shout out, "It's 2:30.
Ooh.
But out of respect to the other grieving families, I bit my tongue once again. Well, as you could probably tell by now, I'm done biting my tongue. You, sir, stole their lives, their futures, their dreams, and have ripped apart 13 families. You cannot even man up and admit that. You, sir, gave us all the title Gold Star family. You, sir, discredit honor and integrity. 2 years later, there are things I find myself thinking about. Where and what was Biden's logic sneaking out of Bagram in the middle of the night before ever getting a single Afghan partner or American civilian out? This is the purest definition of intentional negligence. This is just one of many irresponsible and negligent decisions coming from the White House. In addition, leaving behind billions of dollars of our finest military hardware has led to the biggest international free market in history. Unfortunately, this will undoubtedly lead to more American military lives lost in the future. Between what has been happening here domestically, for example, the border, over the last 2.5 years, and all your failed foreign policy decisions, I would venture a guess that you have more American blood on your hands, Mr. Biden, than any president in U.S. history.
Then he had the nerve to say it couldn't have gone any better.
Right.
After all that he said, all that this brokenhearted dad said, you go back to that and think, yeah, he said he did fine. He did great. They couldn't have done it any better than they did.
And we heard from so many of those parents that it's heartbreaking.
Yep. Yeah. Mom Cheryl Rex, whose son, Marine Lance Corporal Dylan Merola, was one of the fallen heroes. Here's what she had to say.
You say that President Biden disrespected your son and the 12 others who were killed at Abbey Gate. Is there something the president could have done, could still do to give you at least some semblance of comfort?
What he could have done was not talk about his son when it was about my son and the other 12 on that day. I have never spoken to him since. He's refused to speak with us. He does not have any coordinates to talk with us. He could call me. I have a phone number. He could call me. I'm not sure what he could do at this point. Honor them, say their names, talk about them. Yeah. And man up
then resign.
And talk about your failures that you held in Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he could resign and get out and leave it to some patriot, somebody who appreciates our military and people who've made the ultimate sacrifice, and pay attention to the families of those who have made the ultimate sacrifice.
The one father asked for him and all the military leaders resign and get out.
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah, understandably, in addition to being brokenhearted, they're pissed, and they should be. They were treated like garbage. I mean, this guy made it all about him, like he always does, like he did in Hawaii. When hundreds of people have been killed in this fire, he makes it about him nearly losing his Corvette. Jeez. And the fire wasn't even in the garage, by the way. It was in the kitchen.
It was in the kitchen.
Did you park the Corvette in the kitchen? Is that where... I mean, it's madness. Yeah. It really is madness.
Yeah, Joe Biden is everything that the left accuses Trump of being.
Yes.
But it's their guy who is that way. Joe Biden is this is such a disaster presidency.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I hope we said by the end of this week we're going to recover as a nation, right? Yesterday you teased it. You said that everything's going to be
everything's fine. Yeah, come September.
Just got to make it 3 more days and then...
Yeah.
But I mean, there's so much you think about for the next president, God willing, that comes in there and replaces Joe Biden. It's like, where do you begin to fix the insanity that this man has left us with? And these families can't be fixed. I mean, there are disasters that you just cannot repair in this nation. And it's just more and more damage every single day in every area.
Mm-hmm.
There's not one area that has gone untouched by this Marxist regime.
Well, I mean, you got the border, it's fine.
Okay.
Right? Nothing's happening at the
I should have said that. Thanks for correcting me.
The border is secure. We know that.
Yeah.
We've heard that.
Bidenomics is working.
All right. That's right. He just told us.
How about women's rights?
Just
sports and the girls are getting the...
Yeah, that's going well.
That's right. So I should have...
We've got some fairness and equity for men.
How about all of our
women's
treasury
sports?
just kind of siphoning off money to Ukraine?
Okay.
So that's good, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Because that'll...
Is there any proof of that?
Well, yeah. He tells us every day that they're
Pat,
sending more money.
We just said yesterday, man, we're overdue for a payment.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we got another one Because we said by the end of this week, there's going to be more
Has
money.
to be.
Oh, I hadn't heard.
$250 million.
Oh, well, that's nothing. That's not even $1 billion.
Well, maybe
we're getting cheap.
I forgot which
in our
Pat
old
had said
age.
that. I wonder if that's a down payment on paying for Zelensky's next election that he's wanting us to pay for.
Yeah.
I saw it being reported where his mother-in-law just bought a Greek villa for $5 million.
She's been saving
Zelensky's?
up. Jeffy, she's been saving up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Scrimp and
I'm sure it has
save.
nothing to do.
She had a
with
couple
anything.
of jobs for a while. She worked at a grocery store. And
she was cleaning toilets,
she was cleaning toilets.
She was cleaning toilets.
Yeah. But you got good tips. So if you get good tips, you can do a $5 million villa.
In Greece.
Oh, my
In
God.
Greece.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, my gosh. That's amazing.
What's being reported. I mean, I don't know that it's true about it.
Oh, we'll have to look into that. That's crazy. For 10 years now, Patriot Mobile has been America's only Christian conservative wireless provider. And when I say only, trust me, they literally are the only one. They've been great supporters of this show. And that's why I'm proud to partner with them. Because of that and the fact that they really do care and they get involved in conservative causes. They really care about free speech, religious freedom, the sanctity of life, the Second Amendment, and they work hard to, in fact, in this community in Dallas-Fort Worth, they fought hard on the school board in Southlake that helped replace 3 douchebags on the school board with actual people who care about their children and the community.
Yes, they did.
Fantastic. I mean, really fantastic. Plus, they offer dependable nationwide coverage, giving you the ability to access all 3 major networks, which means you get the same coverage you've been accustomed to without funding left-wing causes. And they have 100% U.S.-based customer service, which makes switching really easy. You can keep your phone if you want, or get a new one. You can keep your number if you want, or get a new one. Just go to patriotmobile.com/Pat or call 878-PATRIOT. You get free activation when you use the offer code PAT. That's patriotmobile.com/Pat or 878-PATRIOT.
Gray Unleashed.
Okay, so in addition to some of these other things, you mentioned the border, which is the border is secure, and interestingly, so I don't know how these people are getting through, like the human smuggling operation from ISIS members. How'd that happen? What's going on there? KJP was asked about the ISIS sympathizer smuggling operation and how that's going at the border.
Thank you, Kareem. How is it possible that an ISIS sympathizer is sneaking people into this country?
You can't make this stuff
just
up.
So that folks, I'm assuming you're speaking to the CNN story, right? Okay, so I just want to make sure
We're
that
assuming
folks who are watching understand the question. So I just want to be really clear here. So the intelligence alerted us to a human smuggling network. We moved fast and successfully to disrupt it.
They're like Flash.
So I just want to be very clear that. And we are
You disrupted it. Are you saying that you know where all of the people this ISIS sympathizer snuck into the country are?
If I can answer the question, I'm sure I'll touch on everything that you want to ask me.
I doubt that.
Nope.
Intelligence alerted us of this human smuggling network.
Right.
This is a CNN story you're talking about?
And we moved fastly, and we successfully disrupted it. So let's be very clear about that.
Let's
And
be
we are
very
grateful.
clear about
We
that.
are very grateful to the law enforcement for their quick work and their vigilance on
They're
this.
fast. They're
now,
on it.
to your other part of the question, smugglers
Disrupted.
have been detained overseas, including one linked to the foreign terrorist organization. No sign.
What
There's
organization
no
was that?
sign that anyone moved by the smuggling network has terrorism connections. So want to be clear there as well. And what we were able to do as precaution, people brought here by smuggling network are being subject to extra vetting are all in removal proceeding. And in addition to that, anyone coming across the border outside of the network who matches the profile of those in the smuggling network is subject to extra vetting, detained and put in expedited removal proceedings as well.
Then they're taking unprecedented steps here. So I'm glad. That's really
Extra vetting. What does that mean? With this administration, does that mean a pat on the back when they come through? What does that mean? Yeah, are they getting more money? What is extra vetting? I'd love to see what these guidelines are.
Couple extra apps on the phone they give you. Extra vetting.
Really?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Madness.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Oh, by the way, follow up. We said on Monday we had the video of the news report that showed that they had opened the wall to just kind of let people in. Well, apparently, and I knew there had to be something else here. What justification are they using? It may not be accurate, but what justification are they using for opening these gates and welding them open during upcoming monsoon season? Apparently, you can't have the wall there because then stuff will get trapped and you got to open it and let everything flow through. So now not only can immigrants flow through, but then the debris from the flash floods and stuff. So I knew they were going to have some reasoning behind that. And sure enough, they're saying it's to let the water and the debris from monsoon season go through.
Monsoon season?
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing down in the desert Southwest. So...
All right.
So we got to open the gates because, but you saw the gates. It wasn't like a flat wall. It had spacing in it, bro. I don't know. That's what they're saying. This administration.
What a bizarre explanation.
Can't stand them.
What a bizarre explanation. Jeez.
Good times, right?
Yeah. Also, KJP wouldn't answer a question about boys playing girls sports yesterday.
Granddaughters, does he care that girls are allowed to compete in sports without fear of injury? Does he think it's fair for girls to have to compete against biological males?
I just answered the question. It is a complicated issue. It is truly a complicated issue with a wide range of views. There is no yes or no answer to this.
There
is. It is complicated. There's a rule that the Department of Education has put forward, and we're going to let that process move forward. It is, again, we want to make sure that while we establish guardrails with this rule, that we also prevent discrimination.
You just didn't say guardrails, right? Instead of guard.
A complicated issue with a wide range of views, and we respect that.
It's a complicated issue.
Complicated.
When it's a complicated issue, you got to have guardrails.
Guardrails.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you pointed out guardrails because the only reason I had them pull this next clip is because we've all made this mispronunciation that you will hear in the next clip.
Okay.
But wait, time out. Wait, let me finish this setup here. I want us to remember this. I want us to remember guardrails. I want us to remember the word you're about to hear because KJP, she literally cannot pronounce the simplest things. And so here we go, talking about Russia.
A Russian warlord himself, a cold.
It's a warlord. He's a warlord. I promise you that will come up again.
A Russian warlord.
Now we've all done that. It's speaking real quickly or something. No, but you corrected it. Right there. I don't think she knows. I think she really
doesn't. A Russian warlord himself, a cold.
No, she probably doesn't
know. It's like the A breathing room.
Yeah.
Because she, like you said, did not correct herself.
Oh my gosh. She's looking at it. She's looking at her great big book of everything, and she still says warlord.
And doesn't correct it.
Guardrails and warlord.
Okay. Yeah, all right. That's great.
Is it? I mean,
and look, it's a complicated issue.
No, it's complicated.
I don't understand how that's complicated.
It's complicated.
Okay.
Because it's hard to imagine that boys have a penis and girls have a vagina, like we heard in Kindergarten Cop. But he got kind of the heart of the complicated issue there, didn't he?
Did.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah. It didn't seem that complicated, but it is. It just is. It's not complicated. You don't allow them to play women's sports. Create a separate trans category if you want, and then they can play to their heart's content against each other.
The women need to just not play. Just need to stop playing, period. Until they stop.
That would be interesting.
Isn't that, honestly, that's almost what this administration is saying. Know your place. Know your place. And your place is to be on the same field with dudes that are bigger and stronger than you.
Well, it's complicated.
Is it complicated?
Yeah, it's complicated. Okay. And it's unprecedented.
Don't be calling no Russian warlord on me.
No. You got to watch on the guardrails.
Gray Unleashed.
Welcome. Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. From Sarah the Roma. Oh, Bidenomics is working just the way the government intended. Bob Corona tweets, Bidenomics for dummies. In 2022, Jeffy gains 60 pounds. In 2023, Jeffy gains 20 pounds. Jeffy reduced his weight by 40 pounds. That's really good. That's good math right there.
That is good math.
That's good Bidenomics math.
It's working.
It's working.
It's the Bidenomics diet plan.
What a great analogy that is. Because, yeah, you gained 60 pounds in 2022.
Okay.
Is that about right?
Oh, no.
And then he gains 20 pounds in 2023. So he lost 40 pounds. He reduced his tonnage by 40 pounds. Jeffy's doing really well.
He reduced his tonnage. Is that what it reads?
I may have improvised a bit there.
Okay.
Slightly.
It's working.
So you're up by 80 pounds, but your weight is down, according to this stinking administration. That's
I'm a fan of that,
so
actually.
True.
It's so good.
You should use that now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm down 80 pounds. Carol Remarks tweets, but Joe Biden knows his IQ is higher than yours. How dare you imply that he has no idea what he's talking about? Yeah. I wonder if he could still run around the block and do more push-ups, too.
He doesn't say that anymore, though.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't pull that off
doesn't
anymore.
Dare. Word spinner. When is Jeffy heading back out to block the road? Did you hear us yesterday? We were talking about you going out to block the road.
Riverside.
7:30. Yeah, we want him there when the rush hour is happening.
This is Texas. I don't want to be the first one to get shot.
From Bunter Hayden, crack cocaine connoisseur. Have they indicted Donald Trump for these storms yet? Not yet, but they will. They will. Waggling Snoobs tweets, at the time we were confused by the rushed and botched Afghanistan withdrawal. It was a tragic leadership failure. Yep. But now that our military is responsible for protecting Ukraine, it makes sense. They knew the Ukraine war was coming.
The Biden administration spent the first 6 months, and actually it's continued, of failure after failure. They needed a win. And this is what we said at the time. I guarantee you, just picked up the phone and said, all right, just get out. I need to be able to point to Afghanistan. Look, we're not there anymore. Yay, don't you love me? And then look what happened.
Yep. All right, let's check in with Jeffy and Chewing the Fat. Find out what the big stories of the day are. Right after our theme song.
Be sure to subscribe, by the way, to Chewing the Fat. Available wherever you get your podcasts. Voice.
Have you been able to keep the price down? Are you still fighting for us?
Something.
I don't know why that makes you angry. I'm checking for the people because I appreciate the work you do.
Thank you.
Keep that price down.
Thank you.
Are you sending in a longer version of this every week?
It feels like it, I'll tell you that.
It sure does.
It feels like it. But fine. It's beautiful, though. It's a beautiful little...
No, it's not.
We'll get together.
That's why we get every last drop out of it, because it's so beautiful. Talented kids.
So we do or we don't have the...
No.
We don't have that. So I'll just move on and go to the next one.
Did you send it? Did you send it?
Actually, I just checked to see if I did.
Okay.
And I did.
You did. Okay. So then why don't we have it?
I don't know.
Perhaps we could get it. Is that possible?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
All right, go ahead.
No, it's not. So we're just moving on.
All right, chew the fat for us.
We know that UPS members of the Teamsters voted to ratify a 5-year contract agreed to by the company and union leaders last month, averting a strike and guaranteeing them pay raises and other benefits. Good for them. But this particular video shows, they're kind of worth it from this UPS driver.
All right, so I'm at work right now. I've seen a lot of things on the road here at UPS, like a ton, but I've never seen this. That is a wild hog sleeping on somebody's front porch.
That's great.
Guess they're not getting their package.
That's a whole hog.
Yep.
Good Lord.
Nope.
Just chilling, getting out of the Texas heat. No big deal.
Yeah, I wouldn't get too close to that.
No,
they're
that's
mean.
close enough. I know, and it looks like I don't know if the hog has run off the dogs, and those bulls on the porch belong to the dogs, or if the bulls were left out for the hog.
No, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe it's domesticated.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I don't want to mess with that
Interesting.
thing.
No,
man.
no, thank you.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that house is safe.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got a guard
we're
pig.
not going to approach that bad boy. Yeah, no doubt about that. And you know about, you know about wild animals in your backyard. I mean, you've had to deal with the beavers, right, in the backyard. But this is just a reminder that snakes can also climb trees in Australia.
Oh wow.
We won't.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's a big snake too.
Oh no.
16 foot.
No.
Wow.
Dad would be able to touch him.
No, honey.
That's cute.
I love that.
Her dad can do anything. Dad would be able to touch him.
And then the mom goes, no, honey. Your
dad would freak out more than
your dad's not getting that.
Wait till Billy sees this video.
Look at that.
Oh, wow. It's got muscle.
It's got
Wow.
bones.
Oh, see, I would have thought that would have dropped.
Yeah, same.
Oh, look at him.
Same.
That's my favorite part of the video, though. Dad'd be able to get that.
I love that.
He's quite beautiful.
Dad could get that.
Girl.
No, but look at
Mom,
his skin.
no.
He's beautiful.
Is he a tree
No.
snake?
No, he's a carpet snake,
Then
John.
how did he
Yeah, he's a carpet python. He's fine. Don't worry about it. Quit your whining, you
Sounds
little
like the
brat.
mom's just talking out of her butt.
It's
Whatever.
a carpet python.
It's a carpet python, yeah. They usually grow to about 13 feet. This one's about 16.
Wow.
And they say they can scale trees because they distribute their muscles the way they do it. The snake catcher, Dan, the Aussie serpent wrangler, said the beasts have a bunch of teeth, so don't get too close.
Okay.
Got about 80 to them. No doubt.
Wait a minute. That kind of snake she described says gets up to 13 feet long. Definitely, you said it was 16?
That's what they said. They said this one was 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's unprecedented. There's never been a snake that large before. It's unprecedented. It's historic.
I don't want to see that bad boy in my backyard. I'll tell you that.
No, I don't either.
No,
you won't because this is unprecedented.
I don't care if Dad is there or not. I don't.
So who wins the
That's
snake
from global warming right
or
there.
the wild hog?
Oh, the hog tears that up. You don't mess with the hogs.
Really? The hog tears up the snake?
Tears that up.
Okay. All right.
Please.
Okay.
Don't mess with the hog. Congratulations to Michael Jordan, who is officially the richest basketball player of all time.
Did we not already know that? I mean, it's unprecedented how much money he's made.
Yeah, but he just sold his
only the biggest
Charlotte Hornets majority stake.
He
just sold his stake for the Charlotte Hornets.
He sold
for about
his stake?
$3 billion.
Was it a ribeye?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why he's so rich, because the prices of beef these days.
That's a lot for a steak.
So when he sold
I love steak, but I'm not paying that kind of
lined
price
his
for
pockets. It's like, enjoy your steak. I'm a rich man now.
He just sold his steak. Oh, wow. Did he?
For $3.5
What, did he
billion.
get $30 for that?
Yes.
Chippy's like, wait, is it time for me to go stand on the street yet? Because I really want to.
Be sure to subscribe.
Wait, he's giving up.
Are you done? You're done. That's it?
Be sure to subscribe.
Okay. All right. So, how much was it? $3.5 billion?
I forgot now because I thought we already knew
Oh,
it.
hang on a second. Hang on.
I thought we already knew it.
Let's see here. Hold on.
All right, I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying to accentuate your story. That's all.
Okay, so let's see. So guess what? You know what? Michael Jordan is the richest basketball player of all time. You know
wow.
that? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much?
Bloomberg estimates that he's worth $3.5 billion after recently selling a stake in the Charlotte Hornets. There you go.
Valued at
Okay.
yeah.
Wait, so he originally purchased it for $180 million?
Correct.
Wow.
And then sold it for $3.5 billion?
Well, he sold it for $3 billion,
He wasn't the sole owner, though, was he?
No.
Oh,
but he still holds 5% minority interest in it now.
My gosh.
And plus he has the Nike, which gives him about, $250 million a year.
More than that. I think
LeBron
it was $400 million.
LeBron has to hate him so much.
Oh, my gosh.
LeBron's got to have his panties in a wad. No, my gosh.
I mean, the deal he made with Nike was unprecedented.
That was unprecedented, man.
And literally, it was unprecedented, that one. But
I think what Pat's inferring today is that be on the lookout for the word unprecedented on TV news today.
Yes.
Last week, I'll continue if you'd like. That's fine.
All right.
That's fine.
Would you like? You said all right?
All right.
Okay, we just wanted to confirm that.
So last week we talked about the Women's World Cup victory kiss by the Royal Spanish Soccer Federation president Luis Rubiales with Jenny Hermoso. Well, over this kiss, which the battle continues.
Yeah.
Prosecutors have announced they're opening an investigation into whether or not he should be charged with sexual aggression.
Okay, come on.
He's been suspended for 90 days. I know. I know.
Come on.
I know.
Come on. It was not cool, and he shouldn't have done it. But you're going to charge him with a sex crime now? Stop it. Stop it.
They were celebrating the World Cup championship.
Right.
I mean,
and he got carried
away.
Yeah.
I know. And so his mother, this is how strongly she feels. His mother has locked herself in a church and is on a hunger strike.
Oh.
Until they leave her son alone.
And how is that hurting the rest of us? It's
unprecedented.
It is unprecedented.
It's unprecedented.
It is.
But she's in a church?
But
she is.
Do we care that she's not eating? Because I
mean, yes.
If she chooses not to eat, I'm not going to force her. Whatever, hon. She's going to be hungry eventually.
Said it's over the inhumane hunt against her son. So stop it.
Is she going to wrap this up before Sunday services?
I don't know.
Get in there.
I don't know. They said the unacceptable behavior has caused great damage to the image of Spanish soccer.
Unprecedented damage.
Has it?
Yeah, it has.
Has it caused great damage to the image of Spanish soccer?
Sure.
Has it?
Has it? Yes, I'm telling you, yes. How many times do I have to tell you? It's been unprecedented damage. So,
Okay.
All
right. You know what else is unprecedented? It's true that people who eat seafood regularly are less likely to die of heart disease. But studies now have shown that taking fish oil as a supplement, that really doesn't have the benefit that they said it did.
Oh, really?
So,
people are doing fish oil like crazy.
Yeah, the claims are not supported by science. So,
oh my gosh, really?
But in a couple of weeks, we'll probably find out that that's not true, and it does.
Probably.
But they say now, according to this new study, in the
There's no
JAMA
health benefit.
cardiology, it doesn't do what they say it does. So,
so you've gotten that.
They make the health claims that they imply a wide range of benefits, but that really isn't
So you're
supported.
burping up that nasty fish taste all day long for nothing? Boy. Oh, man. That's unprecedented.
That is unprecedented. I'll tell you that. That is. And I'll leave you with, we missed it. On Monday, they had the World Gravy Wrestling Championship.
All right.
The World Gravy Wrestling?
Yeah,
is that why you were
miss
out?
it. They have once a year. They have it in England at the Rose and Bowl Stackheads.
And it's a brown gravy, which I appreciate.
Yes, it's the Lancashire gravy. And it's the World Gravy.
That's really funny.
That's funny. And they have a great time.
Gravy wrestling.
They make it a day. And you got to wrestle in gravy for 2 minutes, and you fancy dress, comedy, all that stuff for a day, and it's all for charity.
That's
so
funny.
It's good for them. Have fun. You can,
Yeah.
If you're interested, go to worldgravywrestling.com.
Oh yeah,
gravy wrestling. That's something you should participate in.
Well, that would be unprecedented. I'll tell you that.
It would. You've never done it before, have you?
Have I ever wrestled in gravy? No, I have not wrestled.
You
in
have
gravy.
not. Okay. All right.
that felt like. Have I ever been to Hawaii? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm not sure I've ever
I've
been
been there.
Maybe
we may have stopped there. There was a Stuckey's on the way.
I may have spent $7,000 to go there and stay and buy some stuff and surf.
I don't recall,
though. But I don't remember.
Don't recall.
It's such a forgettable thing when you go to Hawaii. It's like, yeah, I drove through Cheyenne, Wyoming the other day. Or maybe I didn't.
Okay.
I'm not sure. It's about the same thing. It's just like that. All right. Kamala Harris making the rounds, lying about Florida, as she is wont to do. And here she is doing that.
Okay.
Lying.
You look at things like don't say gay laws.
Oh, my
people
God.
for being who they are and loving
Punishing
who they
people
love.
for being who they are.
What is she? Is she doing is she doing a cable access show?
Yeah, look at that. Can
What are
you
we
do a
doing?
still shot on that? Because what is that show?
What is that?
It's like cable access. Where are you, Puddin'?
What are we doing? She's the vice president. I mean, I got it. It's Kamala. But
did you ever watch Under the Ferns with
Between Two
Zach,
Ferns.
Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis?
Hilarious.
He had that crappy set.
Hilarious. That's
about
just
what
like
it
that.
looks like.
I know.
But man, that was a funny show.
Really funny.
He's in a Netflix movie, I think it is, called Beanie Bomb, Beanie
Cool
Babies, Beanie Boom,
Babies.
something.
I'm
I
not
don't know.
sure.
It's about the Beanie Baby craze.
Okay.
And he doesn't have his beard. Completely unrecognizable. I had no idea that was Zach Galifianakis until they said Zach Galifianakis' best performance. Oh, is he in this movie?
The Beanie Bubble on Apple TV.
Beanie Bubble.
Beanie Bubble.
On Apple. So I was so close. Okay, Beanie Babies, Beanie Boom.
Different
on
app.
Netflix, different app. I was so very close. It's unprecedented how close I just was. So that's great. All right, 888-900-3393. Also, Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Coming up, we got to play this Colorado kid in class. Was this on his shirt or his backpack?
He has a patch on his back.
He had a Gadsden flag on his backpack.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh
and you
no!
know how racist that is.
You know, yeah. The
you know
history.
how associated with slavery that is.
Right.
It was created to honor slavery. I don't know if you're aware of that. The Gadsden flag.
They aren't.
No, they are not.
guarantee you
They
they're
have
not.
no clue what this flag is about. We'll show you that coming up in a few minutes.
No.
I mean, it's crazy.
And what a cool kid, though.
Yeah, the kid. I mean, the kid seems to know that these are morons.
Yes.
But he doesn't say that, so that's nice. It's nice of him.
He does have that
He's
look,
respectful.
though.
But he looks
wants
at his
to.
mom like,
He
can you
wants-
believe these morons? We'll show you that coming up here in a few minutes.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Thanks for being with us. 888-900-3393. See the super blue moon today?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So cool. Super bright. I think it's, I read 16% brighter than normal.
I mean,
and it's bigger than normal, but I didn't see it at the right time to have it at its biggest.
Some would say unprecedented.
Some would say, except it's happened many, many, many times before. But it's fairly rare because that's where the expression comes from, once in a blue moon.
When you get 2 full moons in a month.
Yes.
Okay.
And we just
but it's
did.
never blue.
Never blue.
That sucks.
The moon does
I want
not
to see
turn
a blue moon.
No, I would love to see that.
So
Actually, I'd love
once
to
in a
drink
blue
one.
moon, it happens
Isn't about the
twice.
color. It's not about a blue moon. Isn't that weird?
It is.
It's weird.
Very
And yet,
What about the blue moon of Kentucky?
I don't know anything about the blue moon of Kentucky. Is that a thing?
It's a song.
Okay,
state
I don't know
song,
it. What?
You don't know the song "Blue Moon of Kentucky"?
No. Who does that song?
Well, I mean, Elvis,
Is it a country
Elvis
song?
did it
Oh, okay,
was.
Elvis, of course. There we go.
Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys. Yeah, Pat and I are all over that.
Yeah, it's be on my Spotify list by this afternoon.
Oh, you should turn on that Spotify DJ. Maybe he can hook you up with some bluegrass songs.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do just that because I love me some bluegrass.
Tinkered with the DJ?
No.
Where he talks to you and he's like, "We're gonna go back to some stuff you've been listening to a lot lately." And then,
really?
Yeah, it's a black dude. At least mine is. And he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna introduce you into some stuff that you haven't really played." And I'm like, "All right, cool." And I'm like, "Nope."
Nope. I have not tried that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Huh. All right. Okay. Also, here it is.
Oh, God.
Keep shining bright.
No, this is
that's not Blue Moon of Kentucky, right? That's just the song Blue Moon.
Oh, you made Jeffy sad.
Yeah.
No, when you're trying.
And of all the songs we're gonna get busted on an algorithm for, I want to thank Chris for playing that one.
Also, the Hurricane Idalia made landfall.
Yeah.
It did not make landfall as a Category 4, which they've been saying all morning. It's Category 4, blah, blah, blah. It made landfall as a Category 3.
It was right at the edge.
3.
They wanted it to be a 4.
It was a strong
so bad.
It was
Absolutely,
a strong 3.
They did.
Yeah, and it's a dangerous storm, but it's now passed. Right? I mean, it's gone.
Well, wait.
It's gone.
I don't know that's...
Now you
It's
just
over.
have the water.
It's over. Well, it's over for the west coast of Florida, pretty much. I mean, they'll still get some bands that come around.
Yeah.
When all the reporters were, standing in water, they're going to be standing there the rest of the day. The sun's going to be out. And they're going to be, I'm standing in water on the street.
But you were saying
dissipating.
A lot of these areas that we're seeing flood every storm.
Every storm.
Even if it's not a hurricane?
South Tampa, tropical storms, Tarpon Springs. And some of the areas may have been worse with this storm, but it does flood regularly.
But that never happened before, right? It was unprecedented in history.
That's correct.
It's because of global warming that's happening now.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So now it's, it made
Because
landfall.
Florida, it's so unusual for Florida.
It is
to get a storm.
For a swamp state.
For a state that just juts out into the ocean.
Yeah.
It's
tropical.
Weird.
It's a tropical state.
That's really weird.
So for it to get a tropical storm,
so
weird.
That's crazy.
I've got a serious question for you, Jeffy. Unprecedented. How many hurricanes do you know? How many hurricanes you've lived through or been through? Or?
Oh, I bet a lot because one year you were there for
one year there were 4 or 5. Yeah, 1 year alone was 4 or 5.
And
so probably at least 8 or 9, maybe 10, something like that.
Did you ever have damage that compared to the tornado hitting you here?
No.
So that was the worst was here.
Oh, the tornado was worse than the hurricane?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, we had some damage at the one radio station I worked at. Mm-hmm. Some of the rooms were leaking and stuff.
But you didn't pay for that damage.
I was going to say
you didn't have to worry about that.
That sounds like your typical radio station.
No, I did not.
Where the roofs are leaking. And...
But we were evacuated because I had my wife and kids in one of the offices, and then I had to move them up to another office because that office was leaking. I was a little bummed.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I will never forget. I think it was Rita when I was going to work at 4:30 in the morning, and all traffic was going the other way. Everything was headed west. I'm headed east into downtown Houston. And
surprised they didn't have
and
your
all
side
I see
open.
is wall to wall, bumper to bumper cars on the other side of the freeway heading out of town for as far as you could see. It was miles and miles and miles of people. Yeah, it was Rita because so many people got stuck.
Open up your side for the
They
evacuation.
eventually did, but fortunately for me, it wasn't done yet at that time of the morning. So was able to move, get all the way there.
Right.
And then, so the interesting thing was with our management, it's like, get your butt in here. What do you mean? You're not leaving town. No, we've got hurricane coverage to go on. What are you talking about? No, you'll be here. And you'll like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Charleston, we had to make sure that we were on the correct side of the bridge.
Absolutely.
Make sure that you're on the... Yeah, that's
Operation Stormwatch, baby.
Yeah, different world. But I mean, the good thing
times.
about Houston, though,
actually, it was.
At least Houston has a good drainage system, right, Pat?
Yeah, it does. It does. If you spit in Houston, it's a massive flood.
Well, then you run back in, turn on the Weather Channel, wait for the
flood
warning come on the screen.
Yep.
Oh, I shouldn't have spit today.
Well, it's built on a swamp. It's difficult there. You know,
it almost sounds like that's what Florida is. A swamp. So it's unprecedented when it floods.
It is. Right.
So this
surprising too, because that never used to happen.
Never, not
in
once.
Swampy areas.
Not once.
Never happened.
So this storm now will cut across, the edge of Florida into Georgia and the Carolinas and create, havoc for travel for the next couple days or day and a half.
I'm sure.
And then we'll go from there. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
The track has it going out into the Atlantic, but
who knows?
It could.
We'll have to see.
It could double back.
I will say this: it's unprecedented that those storms continue through the other states.
It is.
Now,
and
then right up the coastline.
It is.
That never used to happen.
It's unprecedented that they turn
never happened
east.
before.
They all seem to turn east, but
it's unprecedented. They didn't used to. They used to just dissipate, and they were gone.
Use that fun fact at the water cooler today, y'all. This is the first. Tell your coworkers first time a hurricane will
cross.
See what they think
into
about
the other states.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time ever.
Most hurricanes see the state line. It's like a Dukes of Hazzard
It's
episode.
done.
And
Yeah,
like,
it's over.
I gotta
oh my
stop.
gosh, we can't cross the
Georgia
county
line.
Can't do it. So we got to stay here in Florida.
Or dissipate.
Use
Or
that at the water
dissipate.
cooler.
Oh, and Pat, by the way,
Yeah.
so unprecedented. My son lives in Savannah. They canceled school already.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Really?
Last night, they canceled school.
Jeez. It's incredible. Well, they're going to get a lot of rain, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
when
in my
possible tornadoes,
memory,
that kind of
I don't remember ever closing on because of rain. It's going to rain. School's closed.
Well, it's because of the wind and
on a
possible
hurricane,
tornadoes
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
We could use a good tropical storm hitting
could.
Texas these days. I'll tell you that.
We sure could. It's a bit
we need
dry.
the rain, yeah.
Just a bit dry. Did you get any of the rain
Yes.
on?
Yes,
Was it Sunday?
I did. It was awesome.
It was awesome, but it only lasted maybe 5-10 minutes, something like that. But we do have NCAA football coming up this week. This weekend.
Tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow night
Tomorrow
for
night.
Keith and
I think
the
Missouri
Nebraska
plays
Huskers.
tomorrow too.
Tomorrow?
I think Missouri plays tomorrow too.
Who are you playing again? I keep forgetting.
Like South Dakota State or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a bad.
That's a good Thursday
FCS
night.
team though. Yeah, South Dakota's pretty good.
Yeah, so big football fans will have to decide if they want to watch Florida-Utah tomorrow night on ESPN or Nebraska-Minnesota on
Let's see.
Fox.
Do I watch the Godless Animals
Yeah,
play
they play tomorrow night,
somebody,
South Dakota.
anybody, or do I watch anything other than that?
So you're going to watch the Nebraska game tomorrow night?
I might. Yeah, maybe.
I got Mizzou, baby.
Missouri, they do play against South Dakota or South Dakota State?
South Dakota.
Okay. Yeah.
That's weird. On a Thursday, huh?
Yeah, that is really weird.
Like I understand, Power 5 conferences playing on a Thursday night, so that would qualify for Missouri. But normally
but
you
not
get
necessarily South Dakota.
Normally you get South Dakota on a Saturday morning game.
At about 4 a.m.
Let me tell you something. It's unprecedented that they're going to be playing on a Thursday against Missouri.
I think it probably is.
They're welcome.
It's never happened in history. I guarantee you that. You've never seen Missouri, South Dakota on a Thursday night ever before. It's unprecedented. It's historic.
It actually is. We found something that is.
And you're welcome. So you can write that down. Write that down in your diary.
You could use that at the water cooler for sure.
All right. Colorado kid was told to stop wearing his Gadsden flag on his backpack. I mean, it's just he's got this. Do we have the show the photo of the backpack?
The backpack
now,
is
if you would. It has.
Look at that. Egregious.
J-Rod for VP.
Yeah, he's running
Revolution.
for office. He's running for office.
Okay, so he goes by J-Rod. And then under that are some patches. One of the patches out of
I see the Dogecoin
5, is the Gadsden flag. And I mean, it's tiny. But I guess that was really offensive.
Well, because of its history, right?
Well, yeah, because its origin was slavery, right? Remember when the first slave owners drew up the Gadsden flag? Remember that?
Don't tread on my ability to trade in the slaves.
Jeez.
But that's what this administrator in Colorado Springs is arguing. And she sat down with the mom and the kid, and I'm distracted the whole time by the little baby's foot that you'll see in front of the camera.
But listen to what she said.
Yeah, this is insane.
Thank you. Do they know what the Gadsden flag is? That it's a historical flag?
So the reason that they do not want the flag, the reason we do not want the flag displayed
Here it is.
due to its origins.
Due to its origin.
With slavery and...
Slavery? What? Wait, what?
That is what was...
My gosh, what a moron. Hey, stupid, that's not what... That doesn't have anything to do with the Gadsden flag. Nothing! Zero!
That's what he's thinking.
Yeah, the kid knows.
He should be saying that.
The kid knows.
What's going to happen if he doesn't take it off?
He is able to go. I was actually just telling him, like, I was upset that he was missing so much school. I'm like, so I asked if can he just take his stuff out of his bag and go back to class. Like, I just want him to go back to class. The bag can't go back. It's got the patch on it because we can't have that in and around other kids. So that's what I was trying, and then he said you were close. So I was like, no,
yeah, it has nothing to do with
That's a dumb human right there.
Wait, go back to pause it for a second. Just go back like 10 seconds because she starts to explain what the Gadsden flag really is to this absolute, total and complete buffoon who is in a public school teaching your kids. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is nuts. So,
and can I just say, this mom needs to be homeschooling.
Yeah, she does.
Because
she does.
She makes the point coming up in this video that, I know that they're learning the Revolutionary War right now here in his grade.
That's where it came from.
You want that lady, that school teaching your kid that history?
Nope.
They obviously don't know
Absolutely not. Okay, play that again.
Patch on it because we can't have that in and around other kids. So that's what I was trying, and then he said you were close. So I was like, no. Okay.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with slavery. That's like the Revolutionary War patch that was displayed when they were fighting the British. Like that wasn't. That's the revolution. Maybe you're thinking of like the Confederate flag.
Pause it. So what she goes on to say, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just following the rules.
Yep.
That's what she goes.
Following orders from on high.
Because she has no explanation. She has no idea why it's offensive. She's corrected on it not being offended. So then it's just, I'm just following the rules. And she can't have that. What are you talking about? What is the rule here involved? What's the rule? Cite the rule that would preclude the Gadsden flag from being on my son's backpack.
It's a racist patch. I want it off the backpack.
As she said, it has nothing to do with slavery or racism or race of any kind.
Yeah, that's what you say, Mom.
That's what Ben Franklin said. That's what the people the origins of the flag. Let's go back to its origins.
Is it fair to say this is unprecedented? It's the first time anyone's ever flown the Gadsden flag under any circumstance whatsoever?
So nobody really knows what it's about. Why all of a sudden does this Gadsden flag come out?
It's amazing that you think the trouble that this patch on the back of this kid's backpack would cause if someone actually saw it. If another student actually saw it while he was walking through class.
Probably would have
walking
killed him.
through the school. Yeah.
That's what they're trying to head off.
Kid would be
this is why.
Then,
this is why they want it gone.
The school doesn't want to be held liable.
Right.
I gotcha. Okay.
So
2 law firms have already stepped up to defend this kid if need be.
Good.
And the Democratic governor, Jared Polis, tweeted out the actual history of the Gadsden flag and is like,
nice.
Maybe you should
stop. Check into the stinking history of the flag.
I don't know. And by the way, he's running for office, as the backpack indicated there. Can we see the picture of him in his fun hat there? No, where he's
he's got the 3-pointer,
the tri-corner hat picture. There, look at that cool kid, man. See, that's his thing, you know.
When you say
he
cool
loves America.
Kid.
Okay, here we go.
When you say cool, kid.
Hold on. Wait for the next picture somebody made for him. There you go. He's got his mugshot now. I like the Trump one.
That's good.
That is good. But anyway, he's a smart kid. I mean, he apparently is a big fan of the Tuttle Twins that Glenn advertises for.
Oh, nice.
And his favorite book is The Creature of Jekyll Island. That's well done on the Tuttle Twins collection.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the kid is 100 times smarter than the chick at the table with him.
And
they can't
Jeffy as well.
No, I said 100 times. I didn't say 1,000 times.
Right. I've worn plenty of tri-pointed hats. So,
You actually have.
It's tri-cornered, but whatever.
But
you've worn them a lot, even though you don't know what they're called.
Well,
you've worn them a lot.
Does the internet have the picture of you wearing?
Probably.
Because you
somewhere.
Was it your
Probably.
Ben Franklin?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, Ben Franklin.
I'm going to find that right now.
And you actually have worn.
I have one. I've one in
Well, every day you stroll in here.
I do.
Hold on.
Tri-cornered. What is it?
Tri-cornered.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Here we go. Yeah. Remember the Ben Franklin look? That era
great.
of Jeff Fisher was a lot of fun for us. and
that's awesome.
Get my private note there.
That's awesome. What was the show we were doing?
Well, he's in here.
I know.
He was just dressed up.
But what was the occasion?
Because his hair, he looked like Ben Franklin. So
You really
we
did.
made him put on a. Ben Franklin, Jeff Fisher, same age, same person.
Right? Have you ever seen them together at a party?
Hold on.
I don't think so.
Hold on. I just noticed because I had zoomed in there. Actually, this is the Revolutionary War look that we all remember.
Yeah, the New Balance.
That's the footwear of the founding fathers. New Balance shoes.
I invented that.
Yeah.
All right.
So Ben copied you.
Yes.
Wow, that's not cool.
Bastard.
All right.
Don't look at me like that.
Sorry.
Let me tell you about preborn. Preborn is truly doing the work of God, as they save babies and they love mothers. Afterward, they help them out with the with baby clothes and formula and all of those things. And it's because of your generosity they can do that. Preborn's network of clinics has rescued over 200,000 babies by introducing mothers to their babies through ultrasounds. Now, that costs $28 to show one ultrasound to one woman. So if you can do that, it'd be so greatly appreciated. But whatever you could contribute is helpful. Or you could you can dial pound 250, say the keyword baby to donate. All gifts are tax deductible. Maybe a corporate donation would be something you'd be interested in, or appreciated stock. The market is up. Anyway, you can use your write-offs to save precious babies' lives. You'll never regret saving a defenseless baby's life. Go to preborn.com/Pat today. Preborn.com/Pat.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Hey, did we mention the poll the other day that the vast majority of Americans think Joe Biden is too old to be president? And they don't want him to run.
No. That's stunning news.
77%. 77.
Across the board, Americans?
Percent of American adults believe Biden is too old to effectively serve another 4-year term. Now, that includes 89% Republicans, of course. But it also includes 69% of Democrats believe that he's too old to run for re-election.
So what do you think this party does as far as the nomination?
I think they keep plowing forward.
They have to now, right?
Yep.
I mean, it certainly feels like they have to.
As Jeffy often says, once you're in it.
Yeah, you're in it. and that's their life now.
It's a powerful statement, Jeffy. It's powerful. Thank you for it.
There's a lot of truth to it.
Yeah, there really is. There really is.
I mean, facts are facts.
That's right. No, you're right. Let's go to Ben in Utah. Hey, Ben.
That's a fascinating
welcome to the Blaze.
Hey, that's me.
Hey,
thanks.
yeah.
I got a bingo.
Bingo. You got it.
But you calm down a little bit, Ben.
Well, he's too excited. He can't.
Okay.
He just
Don't
can't.
look at me like that.
All right. All right. Tell us where your bingo happened, Ben.
It happened on the second row from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
There's Keith. There's a lot going on, and I don't care for it.
Okay.
There's a soundbite, the "You suck, you hate America, and you didn't win."
Right.
There's Jeffy saying, "Don't look at me like that."
Exactly.
There's the "Hey, Bob Casey."
Right.
And then there's the Bronco Nagurski played without his wife. Whatever.
Nice job.
All right, Ben. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Thanks for listening. So he obviously gets the $30 gift certificate from, or $30 in worth of merchandise from PatGrayShop.com and the dozen cookies from Kexi.
And one of those squares was the John Fetterman, Bob Casey clip. And since I don't know the next time that'll be relevant to play,
Hey, Bob Casey!
John Fetterman! I mean, we are in a bad place, America.
Yeah, you think? I think so, too.
The 95, 95.
Yeah.
Would you say it's unprecedented where we are as a country?
It is unprecedented.
It really would. And we were setting this up for the other day. the age of the president came out and we didn't play this when it happened, but they actually asked again, what's her face, KJP, about the fact that he's so old, and how does he address that?
Right.
And here's what she had to say about that.
Look, I appreciate the question. I get it often, as you know.
Do you?
Not often enough.
What I would say, and I've said this many times, and many of my colleagues have said this.
Why do you set it up that way every single time? I don't care what you've said or what you would say. Just say it.
Yeah, he's trying to be condescending on the down low. Like, I've already answered this.
Yep. Right.
The president says this. If you watch him, if you've seen what he's done the last 2 years.
See, that's the problem. We have watched him. And
we've seen what he's done.
Seen what he's done in the last 2 years. It's unprecedented.
Wait,
destruction.
Most definitely
of this country.
Hold on a second. Are you discounting the fact that he moves his arms and tries to look like he's jogging?
Yes.
Because that sold it on me. Like, I thought, man, he's more spry than I realized.
Well, look how fast he can go. He's really spry, this guy.
He's fast.
We've watched him every day. We've probably watched him closer than anybody else on
I
this
believe
planet.
that, yes.
And we see how feeble he is. We see how forgetful he is. We see how compromised he is mentally and physically.
Yeah.
The guy just shuffles. He doesn't even walk.
Yeah.
He shuffles from place to place.
Well, now
confuses early so much.
Yep.
Yeah, and stares off into nothing, whether it's a teleprompter or he's sitting at the table there with the Japanese and South Korean leaders where he's just staring off. Or the new thing the last few months that we've noticed is the dude refuses to close his mouth. That is a big sign that there is trouble upstairs.
Something wrong there. Yeah. And he makes this noise all the time. You know he does.
I mean, it's really bad, y'all.
It's so bad.
If unfortunately, it's running on a parallel track with the destruction of our nation.
Yeah.
So while it is entertaining in a sense, it's also the end of the republic as we know it.
Is that all of KJP, or are we done?
More.
I thought,
This is a president has had a historic administration in just 2 years. If you look at the 13.5, more than 13.5 million jobs.
More than 13.5 million jobs that he's responsible for creating. I can't. I just can't with these people.
Help us.
Please stop.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
We got some more cool stuff here from Mary Beth in Draper, Utah. Sent us some stuff. She writes, love your show, Pat, and those two riffraffs you drag along.
Whoa.
Amazon suggested the following gift for me, and it only seemed right to share. I might listen to that turtle song a little too often.
Oh, the turtle song.
Take care. Happy football season. Go BYU. Oh, absolutely. And enjoy some pumpkin spice. Oh, okay, because it's not fall unless there's pumpkin spice.
Right.
Plus, we got these turtle, I don't know, what is it, a charm kind of
that's
things?
cool.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Is there one for all of us, you say?
I think so, yeah. I think she sent one for each. Yeah, look at that. So, congratulations.
Okay.
Thank you, Mary Beth. Appreciate that. Yeah, very cool. Did you see that Pope Francis has insulted conservative Catholics in America? The backwardness of some conservatives in the U.S. Catholic Church. What they've done is they replaced faith with ideology. Unlike him, unlike him, he hasn't done that. And but they've replaced the ideology for the correct understanding of Catholic doctrine that allows for change over time. Oh. Okay.
Really?
So you go from worried about abortion to not? Is that the change that we've seen happen? Because that's what conservative Catholics in America are trying to prevent is abortion. That's their big deal right now. And so I don't know. He's got to same-sex issue, I think. That he's okay with it or whatever. He wants to be okay with it.
He walks that line.
Yeah. And so that makes it hard.
It makes it hard because there's some Catholics that disagree with that.
Yes, there are.
Quite vehemently.
I used to think that Jeffy was just kidding when he said that he wanted to be Pope. He may be more qualified to be Pope than this Pope.
I'm all for it. Blow that white smoke for me, baby.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was speculation a while ago. It doesn't look like it's going to come to fruition, but they were talking about him retiring or whatever you call it when a Pope steps
He's still
down.
hobbling around and being pushed around in a wheelchair now. So
is he always in a wheelchair?
It's getting time.
Yeah.
No, he's been having some hip problems.
Okay.
I haven't got an official health update as of late.
I find this unusual that he actually used insulting words like this to describe people in his own church. I don't understand it. And I guess because they're Americans, you can just insult them all you want.
Sure.
Because you wouldn't do that with any other. Would you insult the people in South America?
He wouldn't.
He wouldn't. He would not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's a double whammy for them. They're Americans and they're conservative.
Yeah, right. And they're backward.
And so, therefore, they are open season on them.
That's amazing to me. You called them backward. The backwardness of them. Wow.
Did he say this, or was this a release, like a press release, or do you have any idea? Because what I'm getting at is if it runs through multiple hands before it's released into the world, you think somebody to go, maybe we should talk to the Holy Father about this one here before we send this out, But I don't know. Did he say it or did it? No, a private.
Yeah.
Oh, private meeting.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So he did say it, but it was in a private meeting. So is somebody lying about that? Maybe.
So Francis made the comments in a private meeting with Portuguese members of his Jesuit religious order.
Wow.
So somebody leaked that.
Oh my.
Yeah, because they're pissed too.
Well, no, wait. Hold on a second. The Vatican released this transcript.
Oh, okay.
So did no one? This just shows you the lack of just institutional respect they have for conservative Christians.
Yeah.
Conservative Catholics, people in their own faith.
Yes.
That actually believe in the doctrine.
Right.
You bastards.
How could you? It's very strange. We're in a weird time. There should have been maybe one more weird in there somewhere. It's unprecedented.
It is.
The weirdness right now is unprecedented.
Sure is.
It just is. All right, let me tell you about Jace Medical, because there's going to come a time. There's already come a time, frankly.
Yeah.
I mean, I just couldn't get my Mounjaro for 2 weeks because of a shortage.
Oh, boy.
So, that just keeps happening.
Drive to Oklahoma or anything like that?
No, I didn't. Well, I could have, but I didn't. But you don't have to do that when you're prepared with the medication you need. And that's where the Jace case comes in. Man, this is great. It comes with a flight of 5 separate antibiotics that are great for all kinds of different bacterial illnesses. You should be on one of these right now, Jeffy. Right now. Just start taking them.
Well, let's have them.
Go to Jace Medical. Get prepared for any eventuality, or just, traveling and you're not near your doctor or your pharmacy. JaceMedical.com. Enter the promo code PAT at checkout and save. That's promo code PAT at JASE, JaceMedical.com.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
All right, Keith.
What's up, man?
When is your lawsuit against the Dingleberry from Miami happening? What is happening? He is now Suarez
Francis
from Miami
Suarez,
has now postponed his presidential run.
Yeah. He had this.
He owes you money.
Yeah.
He owes you $20.
He sure does. Well, because I donated a whole $1 to his campaign
for the $20 card,
for the $20 gift card, and
so that he could be on the debate stage.
And apparently, not enough of
way.
us, believed in Francis Suarez and donated in time to get him up there on that stage. I'm checking to see, because I know there was a $1 charge. I'm just seeing, have I been credited back that $1? That's not good enough. I want the $20 that you told me.
Yeah, that's the deal.
You were going to send.
Well, he's gone. We lost him.
Yeah.
He's out of the race. We lost him.
I don't like it.
We lost him. You don't have Francis Suarez to kick around anymore.
And he's apparently under investigation from the FBI for, is it a bribery scandal or something. I don't know.
Is that new? Is that why he's dropping out?
I don't know. I just saw a flash of that yesterday.
Interesting.
Come across.
You got to get that. You got to get your 20 before it's too late.
Yeah.
Do it now, or you're never going to get it.
If he doesn't come through with that $20,
I have a bad feeling about it.
Yeah,
You
you're not
do?
getting it.
I
Me too.
have a bad feeling.
Am I going to take him to?
I think you're out.
I think you're
court?
You're out $1.
Yep. You're going to have to go to the
I want the
People's
lawsuit.
Court,
Yes,
or-
it has to happen.
Dun, dun,
The People's Court.
dun, dun, dun. I'm just looking to see here.
Judge Judy, somebody.
Somebody needs to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not see a credit.
That's wrong.
And,
That's just absolutely wrong.
I'm not happy about it. And this isn't the last.
You shouldn't be
This
happy
isn't
about
the
it.
last that this failed presidential candidate, Francis Suarez.
He'll never see another penny from you?
Well, no,
would be my guess.
There's going to be. I'll just tweet at him all the time.
Oh no!
Till
Don't
I get
do that.
$20.
Ooh, wow.
Man, Miami's so far
Have you
away.
tweeted that out yet?
Yeah, a couple times yesterday.
Good.
Make sure you tag him and his people, man.
Yeah.
That's BS.
Where's my $20 gift certificate?
Right. In
You
fact,
got my dollar.
Yeah, I
Want my card.
I used the gift from Better Off Dead, where the kid comes to the door and like, I want my $2 cash. So I want my $20, bro. I mean that.
Or you're not going to be bros anymore. Would be my guess.
I don't know that I want to be bros with him. You might get the wrong idea.
All right.
Why are you gay?
Yeah, we got there.
At an event at Harvard, there were some enraged graduate students applying for. They're going to be applying for food stamps very soon. Despite the schools, I love this, $53 billion endowment.
Oh
But
my
that's
word.
not for these kids.
$53 billion. You're right. It is not for them.
So
they don't have.
shut up about it.
Yeah, they've got no hope of seeing one penny of that $53 billion. But earlier this year, Harvard University Health Services reminded grad students that they could fuel their bodies and stock their pantries by using government assistance to pay for groceries. So they're trying to get these kids on food stamps. And people are saying, why should the government pay their way? Why doesn't Harvard, if these kids are starving, why didn't Harvard use some of their $53 billion? How about that?
What are they saving all that money up for, I wonder?
I don't know. I've wondered that for a long time. What do you do with these endowments? When you've got $50 billion in your endowment fund, what do you spend that on? Do they do that? Do they spend it on improvements on campus? Do they
actually have it?
Do they actually? I don't know.
Oh.
I
was going to say, maybe they're spending the money on building more free speech zones on campus.
Yeah, right. Right. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Harvard has 21. I like this. They kind of did the math on this thing. What if Harvard actually spent their money on the students who need the food?
Yeah.
So they have 21,766 graduate students. I think that's undergraduate, right? They don't have that many graduate students. There's
And they
no
must
way.
be proud of David Hogg.
Oh yeah. He's done them really proud. So undergraduate tuition is $55,000 a year. But the grad students who do most of the teaching, advising, and mentoring at Harvard are so underpaid that they're eligible for food stamps. So that's great. So of the 21,766 students, if they were to sacrifice 1/50th of their $53 billion fund, they could, in theory, pay each student $48,883, a nearly $9,000 increase over their current stipends of $40,000. So they're telling them
For 50 years, they could do this.
Yes,
And
yes, they could. For 50 freaking years, they could pay the way of every student.
It is
on
surprising that they don't provide something.
It is.
For their undergrads or their overgrads.
And especially when they're complaining about it and they want the government to do something about it.
Yeah.
Why don't you do something about it? How about that? It just goes to show these elites. I mean, they don't care. They don't really care. They just pretend like they do. And
Well,
then,
they do care if they just care for you to go and fill out the paperwork and get food stamps. They care about
they
you.
care. Yeah, that shows. I mean, that shows a lot of caring, doesn't it?
Right.
That really does. Also, the NIH, the National Institutes of Health, they're moving to change their mission statement because their mission statement has been called by some, probably on Twitter. So this is pretty serious.
You mean X?
They've been called ableist. Yeah. Yeah, because they apparently discriminate against people with disabilities.
The NIH?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do they do that?
Well, let's see. An advisory working group at the NIH identified the current mission statement offensive for stating that the goal of the organization is to apply scientific knowledge to enhance health, lengthen life, and reduce illness and disability.
Wait, that's their working mission statement?
Yes, that's the
one they have.
That's the working group statement.
Okay, so they're workshopping that statement to see if that's as catchy as the other one.
Okay, and that's pretty catchy. I mean, it's hard to be this catchy. To enhance health, lengthen life, and reduce illness and disability.
Right.
What they'd like to see...
What's wrong with that?
Well, it's disability. It's ableist.
Oh,
were you not listening to the very beginning of this?
No.
How dare you? How dare you?
Sorry.
But one immediate action for the NIH to support disability inclusion is to remove the language of reducing disability from the NIH mission statement. The current mission statement could be interpreted as perpetuating ableist beliefs that disabled people are flawed and need to be fixed.
Well, they are. Why is that something?
Wow. Okay.
I mean,
at Jeffy JFR on Twitter. I'd like to reach out, chat with him.
Okay. I thought we all knew that.
No, we didn't. We did not know that.
Okay.
In fact, we know the opposite. Okay.
We do.
Yes. We know the opposite of that.
Oh, okay.
How dare you?
Okay.
So, Jeffy, what would you change? No, you know what? I don't want to ask. I'm not going to ask. Do you have another story over there? Is there anything else going on in the world right now?
Well, I got to tell you what they're proposing for the catchy new phrase.
I thought you already read it.
No.
I thought that was
we don't
it.
have the new thing.
No, the old one was to enhance health, lengthen life, and reduce illness and disability.
No.
They don't like the disability part, so you got to change the whole thing. Right?
Oh,
correct.
Okay.
So the new thing is they seek to fundamental knowledge about the nature and behavior of living systems and to apply that knowledge to optimize health and prevent or reduce illness for all people.
Boy, that's
the
perfect.
first one was too long.
That one rolls right off the tongue, man.
Right off your tongue.
That was
is
beautiful.
It is just that catchy.
So, okay, again, what is the working?
To seek fundamental knowledge about the nature and behavior of living systems and to apply that knowledge to optimize health and prevent or reduce illness for all people.
Sorry, you lost me at the 80th word.
Oh, man. Wow. But at least it does not have the word reduce disability.
Have you noticed every time there is a politically correct way of saying something, it's more words or more syllables. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
Every time.
Somebody point to me. This is the top of my head. Just please point out on Twitter. Send it to me at Keith Malinak. Is there a political correct phrase or word change that's happened in the last 30 years in this country that actually makes it easier to say?
I can't think of one, but maybe somebody will point it out.
Stewardess, flight attendant. I'm just
okay.
Fireman, firefighter. I don't know. I mean,
the list is practically endless. We can only think of two.
Handicap.
But the list, trust me, is endless.
What's replaced handicap now?
Handicapable?
No. Well,
is it?
No.
Still says handicapped where I park.
Yeah, that's true.
It says handicapped where I park. So.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. Time out. How did you?
It says handicapped in the stalls I go to.
But you're not.
How did you get?
You're
a
not handicapped
sticker.
Do you have a sticker?
I didn't say anything about a sticker. I just said where I park.
That is true.
Nobody stops you.
Honestly,
Come on.
who's in charge of enforcing?
I don't know, but they
handicap
don't.
places.
Nobody checks.
No, really?
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, I got hit with a ticket.
Chris, you parked in a handicap spot.
Yeah.
And you don't have a hanger.
And you got hit with a ticket.
And I got hit with a ticket.
How much?
It was like $50.
Is the police
that's
doing
not bad.
Wow.
No, it was a meter maid.
Did they shame you too? Did they shame you?
It was a meter maid.
Yeah, a meter maid. It was not a police officer. It was a meter maid.
Okay, but how many times
Oh, wow.
have you used a handicap spot?
All the time.
All right,
All
so
the
has it
time.
been worth
Do
more
you
than
not have
$50?
Oh,
I mean,
100%.
You pretend to be handicapped anyway. Do you not have a
Jeffy,
placard?
I'm
Don't you have
so
a placard?
lazy. I'm not willing to do the paperwork. So I just park. Because I know I'm disabled.
You should do the paperwork and get that official.
Get the placard.
Because then people wouldn't look at you like you've just committed an axe murder.
So when you get...
Oh, I walk it,
I have
though.
not had that.
I
I
walk
have not
it.
had that. I just
That's
park.
what I was going to ask you. When you get out of the car...
Oh, I walk it and then go to the little
Hold on.
automatic scooter and then start beep, beep.
Okay, but what I'm saying is when you get out of the car, after you park in the handicap spot, do you like limp for about 10 or 12 steps?
Yes.
In case somebody's watching
Yes, and then I get on the wheelchair and I go beep, beep around the store.
Oh, my gosh.
Kroger's my favorite.
Pat, we're surrounded by really bad people.
Yo, I know.
You haven't done it. You can tell me you haven't done that.
So
in,
hang
like-
on. Who So someone that's associated with the police department checks these?
It's a meter maid, yeah.
I think that's what their official title is too.
Meter maid.
Yeah.
That used to be their official
I know.
title.
I'm actually a parking enforcement officer.
Yes.
More words.
Yes.
More words.
More words.
Political correct.
What do you want to bet? It's something like that. Something very close to what you just babbled out.
Thank you. Awesome.
All right. Wow. We're getting all of these shots of the flooding in Florida.
I like it.
It's bad.
Which is,
yeah.
It's not really bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. In
Can
some
you just
areas.
wait until the storm leaves before you
let's
make your
see.
assessments?
Yeah, right. Right.
What they're showing in Clearwater and Tarpon Springs and Hudson, along those, and South Tampa, I mean, yes, it's flooded.
But it happens all the time. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, they're saying up to 2. Oh, that's Orlando. Up to 2 feet of rain.
Yes, there's
And that's-
plenty of rain.
and
I mean,
that's
yes.
away from the center. I wonder how much is going to.
Yeah, the bands. It's going to be strong, but
really, I mean, what is this guy doing? He laid down in the water and he's trying to, I don't know, do something with the car.
Yeah, I think he's seeing if you can get a tapeworm in under 5 minutes. Is what he's doing.
Yeah, because I mean but he's obviously helping somebody who's probably stranded in that water because she drove into it.
She
and
couldn't have
shouldn't
drove through it. You can't stop either, man. When you go through those, you got to just keep going, man.
Once you're in
Do
it.
not stop. Once you're in it, you're in it, and you cannot stop, man.
So this new voice of yours, are you going to go as RFK for Halloween? What is?
Oh, okay. 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 Now we can make fun of the handicap. Is that right?
You sound like
Is that where we're at?
RFK Junior. I'm just pointing out a fact. It's true. You do. Here, do this for me. Do this for me. Say Dr. Fauci is a bad man.
Dr. Fauci is a bad man.
It's RFK sitting right here. RFK is in the house.
Oh, man. Now say you're not anti-vaccine.
I'm not anti-vax.
Say, why won't Joe Biden debate me?
Yeah, well, I can't get any Secret Service, so I might be killed.
Seriously, that is a scandal.
That's a big time problem.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
It's embarrassing that doesn't happen.
Yeah, because Obama had it from May of 2007. And the sitting president has to decide who's worthy of it. And clearly Joe Biden is not giving it to RFK because he sees him as a threat and he doesn't want to legitimize him. But he won't debate him. And RFK is still pushing for that debate.
Biden can't debate
Biden
anyone.
can't debate
No way.
a sock drawer.
No. And he certainly can't debate JFK Jr. There's no way. RFK Jr. Jeez.
I mean,
I even thought about it
Oh,
first.
time out. You're actually right. I don't think Biden could handle a debate with JFK Jr.
No, he couldn't.
No.
So your statement was actually
It was
factual.
accurate. It was accurate.
So there you go.
So, and I'll just pretend that. Yeah, that's
what you meant.
I meant.
That's totally what you
exactly
meant.
what I meant.
That's what I meant.
Heck yeah.
I mean, we have time for Biden during yesterday where he talked about Strom Thurmond And the Civil Rights Act,
crazy.
He's on top of it.
Oh, man.
But pause for just a moment.
Okay.
I thought things had changed. I was able to literally, not figuratively, talk Strom Thurmond into voting for the Civil Rights Act.
Oh my
before
God.
he died.
Sure you did.
And I thought, well, maybe there's real progress. But hate never dies.
Hate never
It
dies.
just hides. It hides under the rocks.
That's powerful.
Thinks
And
he's
when
so
someone
witty.
breathes a little oxygen in, it comes out roaring out.
There's so much there. First of all, 1964 was when the Civil Rights Act was passed.
But they amended it in 91.
He's saying he's talking about
that's
the
probably
amendment.
what he meant because Joe's so much
Right.
smarter. We know about his IQ.
Yeah,
he
right.
probably was thinking 1964. Who voted against the Civil Rights Act?
Right.
Strom Thurmond.
Yes, but I think he voted for it in
Okay.
91.
That's what Biden.
I
Biden
don't believe
talked him
for a
into it.
second that Joe Biden talked him into it. Shut up.
Literally, not figuratively.
He did not talk him. And
Pause
how
for
are you
just a
ever back
second.
that up? The guy's dead. So who's
Well,
going to
there's a
say,
record of the
no, he
votes,
didn't
right?
say that?
There's a record of the vote anyway, right?
Well, yeah, the vote is probably accurate. What I'm saying isn't accurate is that he talked him into voting that way. There's no way that
At
happened.
that time, was Strom even... Strom was worse off than Biden and Mitch McConnell.
Yes.
At that time, right? I mean, they were
Probably.
just wheeling him
In 91.
around. Yeah.
Yep, probably.
So this says that the White House is claiming, again, about a dead man.
Yeah.
That he was instrumental in getting Thurman's
That's
vote
bull
for the
crap.
Voting Rights Act in 1980.
Bull crap. It's a flat-out lie.
They're lying for the old
It's
man.
a flat-out lie. As they always do. They always lie for him, and he lies for himself. All right, we'll see you on Overtime coming up later on, and then back tomorrow.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.